Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast. This is your roundup of companies making news on Wall Street and beyond, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. We're joined now by Bloomberg's Isabel Lee, Bloomberg Cross Asset Reporter. Isabel, what is on the docket?
Carvana, it's rising 2%. Morgan Stanley raised the stock to overweight, saying that the pullback in the shares created an attractive entry point for the used car retailer. So the stock has slid around 25% from its peak. And of course, all the markets also slid at that time. We have analyst Adam Jones saying that even if Carvana remains more exposed to a lower strata of auto credit, the company has demonstrated execution with profitable growth and addressed leverage concerns. And he also highlights the fourth quarter results. The company posted 4 consecutive quarters of double-digit retail growth. So Carvana is now hovering at around 217. His price target was from 260 to 280. So that's around a 31% increase from the price right now. So lots of good news there for Carvana.
Right, I have some real-time auto experience.
Yeah, you do.
Saturday, I bought a vehicle, leased a vehicle, 3.5 hours, start to finish.
Wait, is that long
or short? And we had picked out the car, test drove it within the first 15 minutes. It was
a mess.
Life-sapping experience.
Yeah. What, do you have a sense of what took so long
yes.
there?
It is all the red tape that I think the lawyers have layered upon the whole process. You think about Amazon and all that, how it's made it less friction.
Yes.
Less friction. If
I can order
I think
a car.
the legal cover your, I must have signed my name and initials 1,000 times. And then e-signed it 1,000 times on 1,000 different documents.
Which doesn't that make the case for Carvana?
Exactly.
Because doesn't Carvana kind of want to be the Amazon for cars?
Exactly. That's what brought it up for me. And I was thinking there the whole time saying, why can't we just point and click? I just, you could send a tuition payment of $50,000 to a university with a point and click. But
that's fair, because I was going to ask maybe because it's a big purchase. But you're right, tuition is also expensive.
Yeah. Please talk about big purchases.
Yes.
But to that point, I mean, that's Carvana. You test drive it.
Yep.
That's your TED Talk.
Thank you for letting me vent.
But you go ahead and you test drive it, and then you get to buy it, and they deliver it to that is the Amazon of cars. All right, What else are you looking at?
Cloudflare is also jumping around 4%. So we have Bank of America double upgrading the software company to buy on improving fundamentals. So Bank of America is saying it's set to be, quote, an AI winner. So analyst Madeline Brooks boosts the price target to 160. And that's coming from a previous street low of $60. So that figure again implies around a 30% upside to Monday's close. So Brooks said that Cloudflare's differentiated positioning in AI leaves, quote, high probability that the firm can become a leader in, and this is new for me, AI as a service. So SaaS is what I usually know, but this is, how do you say this? AI SaaS. And also gaining
AI SaaS. That's exactly right.
Good.
Yes.
And also gaining stronger foothold in network security. She says that that's great. So Cloudflare last month reported their earnings recently, and it jumped in almost a year on sales growth. So it's looking to be a good time for Cloudflare.
What else are you looking at?
Lastly is something I'm excited to talk about, Trump Media. So shares are edging 8% today, but it's down 33% year to date. So this isn't really new, but the new thing is that the company announced plans to work with Crypto.com. So this is a Singaporean-based company locked in a legal battle with U.S. regulators last year. So Trump's company, which owns Truth Social, said it will sell ETFs tied to digital assets and other investments. So that includes a Made in America ETF, a Made in America SMA, energy independence, and Bitcoin Plus, of course, Bitcoin. So products will be made available this year in US, Europe, and Asia, pending regulatory approval. It's just interesting because in the first 100 days of Trump, he has abandoned the SEC at least. But that's his SEC now, has abandoned and paused many of the high-profile legal cases like Coinbase and Binance. It's just really proving to be a different era for cryptocurrencies.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.